Hi, my name is Xpecial from Team Liquid, and this is my bot lane guide to Kalista Bard. Kalista Bard is a very punishing lane in solo queue. For example, if you're trying to play Thresh or any of the melee supports, you're gonna get punished heavily because Kalista is able to poke you and combine with Bard's decently strong auto attacks, and if he lands a Q on you, you're gonna take a lot of chunk damage, and especially because Kalista just does a lot of damage if you let her auto you. So definitely a strong lane in solo queue, and it's super reliant on getting the good autos in there and just not getting CC'd or getting hooked or getting engaged on as you're trying to poke them. So Bard Kalista is a fairly strange combo. The way they work is that Kalista is fairly good at poking, and Bard is pretty good at poking as well. Decent range, and Bard can provide some sustain. And then once they hit 6, Bard is pretty strong in initiating fight. Kalista is also good at saving Bard because Bard is he's very easy to kill. He's very bubbly, and he's like, people love killing Bard, so having Kalista there really helps out Bard to not die as much. So level 1 and 2, Bard Kalista is fine. Ideally, you want to take the jungle camp and just hit level 2 quicker, but if you don't, it's fine as well. Level 1 and 2, you just want to use your autos a lot and try to land your Qs on Bard if possible, but ideally just poke them. If you can both you and Kalista can land an auto attack, then you're in a really good spot as it does a ton of damage. And at level 2, you can look for all-ins. It's doable, but be careful as Bard's level 2 power spike is more sustained than it is an all-in. At level 3 and 4, Bard Kalista is still a strong combo, so you do have your sustain from Bard, and Kalista is getting pretty strong at this point. But be careful because Bard is level 4, at level 4 you usually get a journey. It doesn't do that much, it doesn't do any damage. It's merely used to set up for ganks, and in some ways run away from ganks, but it's not the greatest if you're just stuck in lane. So you want to be roaming, but be careful for Kalista as she can get ganked, and if you're pushed up, your combo can get ganked pretty easily as well. So while you're trying to poke, at the same time, be wary of where the jungler could be, and always look for an escape path if things get sticky. At level 5 and 6, Kalista Bard is going to get their ultimates, obviously, and their ultimates actually don't do any damage. Kalista's ultimate is just a CC, and Bard's ultimate is kind of opposite of that, kind of freezes them in place and you can't really hit them. But the thing is that you can CC them for a very long time. It's fairly guaranteed as well if you land your Kalista ult first. So you can set up for ganks very easily, and once you get out of your stasis from your Bard ult, you can actually land your stun 100% guaranteed by timing it correctly as you would time Zhonya's. Same idea, just wait 2 seconds and then try to cast a Q then, and hopefully you can get double stun. And with how strong Kalista is in team fights or in these situations where she's kind of all-inning and she gets a lot of run stacks, or you can land your Q, whatever you're maxing, then you're just gonna do a lot of damage and you can go for kills there. Bard is meant to roam. His whole kit revolves on roaming with his passive, his chimes, getting more chimes, increases his strength. His journey allows him to get behind targets, go through wards, stuff like that. And yeah, he's meant to roam. But when you have a Bard Kalista, you have to be really careful about roaming because Kalista doesn't have too many good escapes. So you need to be careful of where Kalista can go. And hopefully you don't abandon your AD carry as she's dying and whatnot. So be very careful about roaming, but do look to roam. Kalista level 6, Bard level 6, you can definitely look for plays mid. Using Kalista ult, you can initiate and just throw your Bard in there, or you can use Bard on to initiate as well. You have a lot of options, and this is a very strong roaming. It has a lot of potential to kill mid laners that don't have any escapes. Bard Kalista has the best matchups against melee supports, and obviously an AD carry as well. But melee supports basically can't really poke early on, and they usually don't have too much sustain, and they can just get poked really easily by Bard autos and Kalista autos. So melee supports are generally not good against Bard. So anything from Alistar to Leona, or even like a Nihilus, all these champions don't do so well. Thanks for watching my bot lane guide to Kalista Bard, and make sure to check out the rest of my videos over at logclass.com.